I would like to call upon our next guest, who is Mr. Abhinandan Lodha, founder of the House of Abhinandan Lodha. And to host the session, I would like to call upon Rakshita on stage, please.
Thank you so much, Amanshu. Thank you so much. Very warm welcome, Mr. Lodha. And as you know, this session is based on building a self-reliant India. Today, the conversations continue to revolve around building an Atmanirbhar Bharat, and we are going to talk about that, about self-reliance, because Mr. Abhinandan Lodha is known to be a risk-taker, and he has consistently challenged conventions. He's someone who continues to challenge the conventions in real estate, and his mantra has been that real India is something that lives in Bharat. So, sir, before we go to discussing at length about the real estate sector and Atmanirbharta there and the different nuances, I would like to first ask you, what is true self-reliance in your understanding?
Good afternoon. Firstly, thanks for Republic TV for having me here. Rakshita, true self-reliance is the ability to know that in the most difficult situation, you will be able to find your way through, because all of us are going to go through difficult phases of life. Our country has gone through difficult phases as well. But the culture of India has taught us one thing again and again. You stick to your principles, you keep focused on delivery and the ability to think, and that will enable you to come out of any situation and become larger than life. And that really is the definition of self-reliance.
Real estate's contribution to economic growth. You feel that today land as an investment is something that should be focused on much more?
I think India as a whole has looked at almost 4 investment asset classes. Gold and silver very natural to us, land very natural to us, savings and equities. That's how we normally look at it. And if you look at there, for example, in the month of January, the total inflow in the gold and silver ETFs put together was 33,000 crores. In equity ETFs was 24,000 crores. And my suggestion there is going to be that it's great to own gold for consumption, but for a country like India to put a lot of money in gold as an asset class is not something which the government is advising, is not something which we should be looking at. Real value creation happens through equity and, in my mind, land. Equity because it also provides great growth capital for companies to become much bigger. Land, my history has been that I saw land in Thane in 2003 at 1.5 crore rupees an acre. I'm seeing land in Thane at the same location today at 200 crore rupees an acre. The ability to own retail land in India, keep possession, have a kosher title, and the ability to get approvals. If you're able to do that and hold land for a period of more than 10 years, the kind of compounding return land can create is enormous. And I think today's youth is lucky to be in India where you can effectively buy land almost like you're buying shares. And land has to be an essential part of your investment portfolio.
What do you think is the biggest strength as far as the city is concerned, given its struggles? And as the BJP president who was just here, he mentioned about all the challenges the city has faced and continues to face, but there is a vision that everybody has. What is what do you think is the biggest strength of the city?
So, Rakshita, I think Mumbai is, for somebody who wants to work, the best city in the world. The kind of professional ethics and professional behavior in the city, what people say is exactly what people mean. People honor time, people want to grow, people want to deliver, and everybody is more concerned about their part of the pie than what is there in somebody else's pie. I think that is quite phenomenal. Second, I think the Mumbai consumer in general, especially for real estate, is extremely supportive, especially towards entrepreneurship. And I'll give you an example here of something we recently did. There's a location called Naigaon, which is in the distant suburbs of Mumbai. And there's been a conversation around the lack of affordable housing in Mumbai. We said we'll do an affordable housing project there. We recognize some reasons why people are not doing affordable housing, which is largely to do with low margins. And we said, a lot of the money gets wasted in or gets invested in sample of flat site office and sales team. So we did an affordable housing launch in Naigaon, average ticket size of 50 lakh rupees. no site office, no sample flat. Entire launch done by using agentic AI. So not a single human being was involved in the entire launch. We had 82,000 consumer conversations in 6 weeks, and we had the entire asset sold out in less than 2 weeks of opening. And that can only happen in a city like Mumbai, which is constantly saying anything new happening with a name which we can trust, we'll back and support. I think everywhere else is a trust deficit. Mumbai starts with a trust surplus.
Finally, I would like to ask that what is the potential for the dreamers who come to Mumbai from across the country? And also, I would just try to connect it with the fact that there is a pivot in real estate also towards luxury. If you see, there is there is a lot of talk about what's really in store for the middle class in the city. If you could just explain that.
No, I think Mumbai will see a lot more development happening, which works for the middle class. I think the luxury segment is a very spoken about segment, but I think most people recognize that the mass of the market is in the affordable housing or upper affordable housing category. And eventually, with the kind of SOPs the government is creating, the kind of leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis ji, who has a large focus on affordable housing, I think most developers are going to pivot towards that as well. And it is, building Mumbai, you cannot build Mumbai if you don't build for the middle class of Mumbai. Mumbai's heart, Mumbai's soul is the middle class of Mumbai.
Very rightly pointed out. Thank you so much, Mr. Abhinandan Lodha, for joining us for this very, very engaging conversation. And I think very, very crisp answers there from sir. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakshita. Thank you, Mr. Lodha. And I would like to request you to stay on stage, sir, just for a minute for a little token of appreciation. Rakshita. Session was also an eye-opener. A lot of people these days think of investing in mutual funds and SIPs. So here is a person who is probably now asking you to also think about owning lands. Thank you, sir, for that insightful conversation.
Welcome all of you once again to the Mumbai edition of Republic Visionary Indians. And these are the final sessions. The next 3 sessions are going to be very, very insightful and exciting ones for everybody present here. Lots to learn from. So I request for all of your attention. And this fireside chat that we're going to have is about communicating democracy. How public information shapes a new India, a Naya Bharat. And in a democracy, communication is key to building trust. And for this fireside chat, we have Shri Brijesh Singh. Brijesh Singh is the Principal Secretary and DG IPR, Government of Maharashtra. And his role sits at the heart of public information and transparent governance. And for this session, I request Shri Brijesh Singh to please come onto this stage, and my colleague Himanshu Shekhar will be engaging in this conversation on communicating democracy. A big round of applause, please.
My guest today is no ordinary citizen. He is a real-life Singham. He is a 1996 batch IPS officer. He is currently Principal Secretary to the Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. And
I'm Principal Secretary, Information Public Relations.
Principal Secretary, Information and Public Relations, right? Okay. And he has many things to his credit. He is also an author. He likes to deal into manage cyber crimes. He has also beaten up many gundas in his career. And now he is into policing and policing reforms and how the challenges are in the evolving challenges in 2026. Mr. Singh, thank you for joining us. To start off, tell me, how do you think policing is evolving now and what are the challenges?
You see, policing is a reflection of society. And if you look at society all over the world, everything is becoming digital. Now, everything means everything, in the sense your identity, your location, your transaction, your communication, everything is becoming digital. And hence, if you see, policing also has to become digital and real time. Now, this creates serious challenges because policing works on rules and laws which are of certain vintage. And you have to follow certain constitutional mandates, due process of law, and absolute rigid procedural evidential aspects.
somebody who is in his 20s or 30s now probably is much more aware. But I see lot of oldies, if I may use the word, downloading all these Facebook, and they are on the new wave of 60s, 70s plus people coming on Instagram and Facebook, and that is where I think the awareness level goes down. So as a person who is dealing with such crimes and who is actively working to make Maharashtra and Mumbai more safe in terms of like there shouldn't be any cybercrime, how do you think that communication becomes an agent of change to educate these people? How are you reaching out, sir?
You know, the way probably these people spend their lives parenting us and making our lives better, it's our time to give them back, right? To all the senior citizens who have contributed to us to ensure where we are and our lives are good, we should go and educate them. It's a simple thing. Young kids here, you know, who are on their devices.
Always.
Check their screen time. It's 8 hours plus. Maybe
Maybe
12
more than
hours,
that. Maybe
20
more than
hours,
that, yes.
Right? So they understand. They are digital natives.
Thank you for such a wonderful and a valuable discussion. I think all those people who are listening to us here in this room or maybe on TV or on your mobile phones later on, I think that's where what Mr. Singh is suggesting, that it's our duty to basically educate our parents, spend 5-10 minutes daily with them and tell them the do's and don'ts of how to use their smartphones. I think that probably will be one step in that direction to fight the cybercrime, sir.
Don't let the phone be smarter than you.
Yes, don't let the phone be smarter than you. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
this wonderful conversation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prajay Singh. And I just request Himanshu to please present a token of appreciation for our guest. And round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Change often begins with one individual choosing to act. I would like to welcome Malhar Kamble. He is an environmentalist and founder of Beach Please. Through citizen-led coastal cleanups, he has mobilized thousands and turned awareness into meaningful action. You must have seen him on many reels. Now, I would like to call upon Amrit to have and continue this conversation with Malhar, please. Thank you.
मल्हार कलम्बे विजनरी लोग इंतज़ार नहीं करते परिस्थितियों और हालातों का, बल्कि वे कोशिश करते हैं उसे बदलने की। और मल्हार कलम्बे उन्हीं में से एक नाम है जिन्होंने महाराष्ट्र से, मुंबई से एक बड़ा संदेश पूरी दुनिया में दिया है। यहाँ बीच से लाखों टन कचरा मल्हार जी ने हटवाने का एक अभियान चलाया, और बड़ी बात यह है कि इसे जन आंदोलन की तरह, मतलब एक एक लोगों की इन्वॉल्वमेंट इसमें हो, इसके लिए काम कर रहे हैं। तो स्वागत है आपका, तालियों के साथ स्वागत कीजिए, क्योंकि सबसे कम उम्र के ये चेहरे हैं यहाँ पर आज इस मंच पर, लेकिन उन्होंने काम बड़ा किया है और इंस्पायर करते हैं। ये सबसे अहम सवाल जो हम आपसे समझना चाहेंगे, आप बीच प्लीज के संस्थापक हैं, पर्यावरण कार्यकर्ता हैं, इसकी शुरुआत कैसे हुई बीच प्लीज की?
फर्स्टली थैंक यू फॉर हैविंग मी हियर टुडे। मैं हमेशा एक चीज़ कहता हूँ, आई एम एन एक्सीडेंटल एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट। कुछ प्लान नहीं था बीच क्लीन अप करने का, बट माई स्टोरी स्टार्टेड बैक इन 2017। मैं मुंबई में दादर बीच के पास हमेशा से रहा हूँ, पला बड़ा हूँ। 2017 में मैं बाली गया था घूमने के लिए अपने दोस्तों के साथ। मैं 19 साल का था तभी, एंड इट वॉज माई फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल ट्रिप। आई एक्सपीरियंस द प्रिस्टीन बीचेस इन बाली, डिड स्कूबा डाइविंग, अंडरस्टूड हाउ क्लीन द ओशंस देयर आर। जब मैं वापस आया, मैं दादर बीच पे घूम रहा था एक दिन, आई थिंक इट वॉज पोस्ट गणेशोत्सव, और जिस हालत में मैंने बीच को देखा, दैट ट्रिगर्ड अ क्वेश्चन इन माई माइंड, दैट वाई आर द बीचेस इन मुंबई सो डर्टी एंड द बीचेस अब्रॉड आर क्लीनर, whereas Mumbai is the financial capital, we have such a long coast. With the same question, I went back home. I was basically ranting that, मम्मी कोई कुछ कर नहीं रहा है, किसी कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, what every citizen does, and this went on like for 30 minutes. At the end of the conversation, my mom simply said, अगर आपको लगता है बीच खराब है, तो जाके साफ कीजिए. And that is motivated me something to go and start a cleanup drive. Eventually, I thought that I would clean the beach once and it would stay clean forever. So I called up a couple of my school friends, told them about the idea. 19 or 20 of them, joined me for my first cleanup drive. We cleaned a stretch of the beach, and that gave us a level of satisfaction and happiness that we have contributed in some way. The next day when I came back to the beach, feeling very proud कि हमने beach साफ कर दिया है, I realized that with every high tide, there is more waste that keeps coming to the beach. And तब मेरे को realize हुआ कि हमें ये हर week करना पड़ेगा. So for the first 1 year, there was no idea of changing the world or starting a community. It was just that this is our neighborhood, we have to clean it, हमें अपना beach साफ करना पड़ेगा. And what started out as a school reunion has now turned into a youth movement.
आपका कारवां आगे बढ़ रहा है। ऐसे में एक बड़ा सवाल ये है कि आप काफ़ी चीज़ें फेस करते होंगे, काफ़ी चुनौतियाँ। ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ है जो सरकार की तरफ से या प्रशासन की तरफ से कर दी जाए तो आपको बहुत राहत मिल जाएगी, लोगों को बहुत राहत मिल जाएगी? मसलन बीच पे आप प्लास्टिक नहीं ले जा सकते, या वहाँ पर आप कचरा नहीं फैला सकते या खा नहीं सकते। वो कौन सी चीज़ है जो आसानी से की जा सकती है? आपको ऐसा महसूस होता है कि अगर ये होता तो बहुत बड़ा बदलाव हो सकता था?
एक चीज़ करेंगे ना सरकार तो ज़्यादातर प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएंगी। हमारी बात माने या बात एटलीस्ट सुने। इसका मतलब ये है कि आप एक पॉलिसी बनाते हो और ग्राउंड लेवल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क होता है, राइट? द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम इज़ कि लोगों को अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ नहीं मिलते उनके एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करने के लिए। शायद मैं की स्टेक होल्डर्स के साथ जब बैठूँ और मैं उनको बताऊँ कि ये हमारे रियल लाइफ चैलेंजेस है जो उनको शायद पता ना हो। जैसे मैं आपको उदाहरण देता हूँ, हम क्लीन अप ड्राइव्स करते हैं सुबह 10 से 12 ऑन संडेज़। मुझे एक वॉलंटियर ने आके बोला कि सर क्या आप जल्दी कर सकते हैं? तो मैंने पूछा क्यों? बोलते हैं सर 12 बजे के बाद मेगा ब्लॉक होता है ट्रेन्स का, तो इट बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट फॉर अस टू ट्रैवल बैक। ये चीज़ मैं कभी सोच ही नहीं पाया बिकॉज मैं कभी ट्रैवल किया ही नहीं, मतलब बहुत सालों से मैं ट्रेन से ट्रैवल नहीं किया है। सो इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट अब लोगों की बात सुने, उनके रिकमेंडेशंस ले, उनके सजेशंस ले, उसी में से आपको कोई एक सोल्यूशन मिल सकता है।
मुंबई की पहचान बदलाव वाली है और आप जिस तरीके से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, आप युवाओं को मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं, तो निश्चित तौर पर हम उम्मीद करेंगे कि जिस वक्त अभी जिस तरीके से मुंबई की पहचान पूरे देश में, पूरी दुनिया में है, उस तरह आप भी एक बेहतर मुकाम हासिल करें और मुंबई जो क्लीन मुंबई जिस रास्ते पर आप आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, वो क्लीन मुंबई आने वाले वक्त में नजर भी आए। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Malhar. May I request you, Amrit, to stay on for a few seconds to felicitate our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Niranjan Hiranandani, co-founder and managing director of the Hiranandani Group, a pioneer in integrated township development. His work has shaped skylines and built communities that will serve generations. In conversation with him is Rakshita Mishra.
Very warm welcome to Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani, co-founder and MD Hiranandani Group. And we are going to have a lot of insights with his rich experience. After all, he's known as the reality czar of India. But of course, we will have a lot of lessons from a lifetime of building India. So many thanks for joining us here on the stage here on
Happy to
Republic
be with
TV.
you.
Thank you, sir. And sir, you're born in Mumbai. You've seen this city grow, which you call the maximum city. I want to understand from you the minimum and the maximum of this city. What have you really seen today when you, the transformation that you've seen, right from the 70s, the late 70s when you started, from the 80s, the challenges of yesterday, and today, how have you seen it really being transformed?
I think Mumbai is a very professional city. It is able to absorb the best in the country. So people who come over here get jobs, are able to, without caste and community, be able to dwell with each other. And the difference that is here is that professional of any community in any sex or any other thing doesn't really make a difference. So that's, I think, Mumbai for you.
What was your vision? Today, you are looking back and talking about the transformation, but when you dared to dream, when you dared to have that vision, what was really going on in your mind?
I came from a family of medical practitioners. My father was a famous surgeon, Dr. L.H. Hiranandani, ENT surgeon, Padma Bhushan, Dhanvantri Award. So in reality, we were a professional family. Nobody knew the B of business. And that was the beginning. I became a chartered accountant because my father insisted that you need a professional qualifications really as a backup really to your life. And so that was the beginning.
Were your parents supportive of you?
My parents were petrified of me because they didn't think that I was cut out for it. And they only knew one thing, that I'm a chartered accountant by qualification. So even if I lose everything, I can go back to a profession. And in those days, I even were teaching. So they thought maybe worst comes to worst, I would be a teacher and also do my profession. So that was a kind of a backup which my parents believed in me to do. But anyway, later on everything changed, and though I still lecture in colleges very frequently, but I mean, I don't need to, that as a backup, which happily made a success in business.
What would you say today to those who are actually looking to buy, but they feel that it's going to be only a burden?
So, anything big is a burden. Lekin a home is a social security. There is no other equivalent. No shares and scrip can be equivalent to a house. घर के बदले में आप कुछ भी लेंगे ना, तो उसका equivalent कहाँ नहीं हो सकता. लेकिन मैं समझ सकता हूँ कि at a younger age it's more difficult to vision out that particular thing. But once you do that house, you may have a house which you have a smaller house in some place which you rent out, and you can go another place. If you have to mobility of job, you can go to another place and take on rent. But if you don't have the security of a place, in the long run, I think it's a severe challenge in India. So in other countries of the world, maybe it's easy to live your life in rental only. But in India, a social security of a house is such a big thing. And fortunately, banks, financial institutions do give you that benefit to do it, and the tax relief is also available to you. So I recommend that strongly. But I understand what you're saying. There is a challenge.
Your lesson from this place, what do you think is the key to life, and how do you learn from the city of Mumbai?
The city of Mumbai is the most inclusive city in India. You can be a man, a woman. You can be from any community. You can be of any race. If you're good as an actor, actress, as a doctor, as a lawyer, as a politician, as a TV artist, आप कुछ भी बन जाओ, लोग आपको सलाम करते हैं, इज्जत देते हैं, ऊपर आता है. जरूरत नहीं है कि कोई कम्युनिटी के हो तो ही सलाम मिलता है. अब कोई भी कम्युनिटी के आ जाए, मुंबई में काम करिए, आप देखिए आप क्या बन सकते हैं, और हर एक को सलाम मिलता है. ये एक ही शहर है हमारे देश में जहां देयर इज एवरीवन इज इंक्लूसिव, everyone is welcome, but you have to be good at what you do. आप अच्छा काम करिए. मुंबई जैसे शहर है ही नहीं आपके देश में जहां आप कुछ भी अच्छा काम करेंगे तो आपको सलाम और इज्जत जो मिलती है ना, कहाँ भी नहीं मिल सकता. पूरे देश में नहीं, शायद पूरे विश्व में भी नहीं हो सकता. तो I think Mumbai has that inclusive character which is we are blessed with, where people really respect good work, quality work, significant work, and making work of the difference. And that is what Mumbai is.
I have no doubts that that vision will be fulfilled. It was a pleasure talking to you, Mr. Niranjan Hirandani. Dr. Hirandani is a legend, of course, in itself, and it's we are honored to have you, sir, here. And I request all of you to please stay on, as we will be just felicitating Mr. Dr. Hirandani.
It was an enriching experience for us. May I now request Rakshita to kindly present the memento.
So as we come to a close of Republic Visionary Indians 2026 Mumbai edition in association with Uttar Pradesh Sarkar, we thank all our guests, and the message here stands clear that Mumbai leads, Maharashtra transforms, and India rises. On behalf of the organizers, I thank all of our esteemed speakers, partners, guests today. We all did not just discuss about growth, we discussed about responsibility, we discussed about resilience and reinvention, the three crucial R's. And another R is, of course, Republic TV. So as we continue these conversations, informally and on record as well, let's carry forward the vision that defines Mumbai and empowers India. Thank you all very much. Jai Hind.